What's up? So this is just going to be a quick video on lifting equipment and what I think the future is going to be, and things I would personally love to see more. Now I would say probably the most normal rated piece of lifting equipment that is properly rated is obviously going to be your belt. This is my lever belt. I got it from, actually, I didn't get it from anywhere. When I worked at a gym, I got this for free, but it's from Anaka, and it's 50 bucks MSRP. So, yeah. Anyway, pretty normal stuff. You just clip it onto your, belly, and then just flick it tight, dink, and then it holds you a bit more rigid. You have something to brace against. I think that this piece of lifting equipment is just the most normal, well-rated piece of equipment, and if you are lifting for a long amount of time, I think you should invest in it. It makes deadlifting and squatting a lot more fun and a lot more safe, and it also makes what's it called? It can assist you with bench too, but you might get like weird looks. I would honestly say the only thing that like I dislike seeing is when you see people on machines like wearing like their weight belt, especially for like leg press. That's weird. Or I don't know. Or Smith machine. It's a little odd, but I actually can't really like hate on it too much. Just because I use it for hack squats on the Smith machine. So yeah. Anyway, I think the belt is very properly rated. I would say something I would love to see more used is going to be like cuffs that you can have around your wrist. Now I don't have them, so I do something instead. I'm gonna use a different strap that I have. This is my strap that I've had the longest. That is the most fucked strap I think you'll ever see. Um, so this is BFS strap right here, and you can see it looks like fucking Tingy from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, bro. This is all supposed to be one solid line, but I fucked it up just because I use it all the time. I love lifting straps, and I think they are incredible, and I think you can pretty much use them on every single exercise and literally only have benefit. I guess your forearms would be a bit weaker if you are using them on every exercise, but for the most part, like, they're pretty awesome. I use these all the time, my lifting straps, and I have two sets. So I have this one right here. It's kind of like this, and then you just wrap it around. Hold up. Hang on. Just grab it, and you wrap it around your arm like that. And then it ain't going anywhere. Not that they ever do. But yeah, this one, it's a normal lifting strap. I've only been using this one a bit more recently. I don't know if I like it as much, just because these are a bit more broken in and contoured. Like, I don't know, you see how this is kind of bent? This is just all over the place, a little bit more worn in. Here's my other lifting strap. You can see just how bent it is compared to this one. But that's just because I don't use these as much. Just because I prefer those ones, because they're a bit easier to set up. But dude, I love lifting straps. I think everyone should use them. I would say lifting straps are probably like the best piece of equipment besides the belt that you can use. Yeah. Anyway, I usually use it for pulling exercises, mostly pulling exercises. Sometimes I'll use them for bicep curl, and I'll also use them if I'm just doing some machine stuff and I like to kind of stay a bit more tight. So let's say I'm on, I don't know, I'm on leg extension. I like kind of using my strap and setting myself up, and I get to be like way more tight into the chair while I'm leg extending, you know. I think it's pretty awesome. Very well rated, I'd say. I'd say the third most important equipment that maybe is a bit overrated. I think people probably need to use it a bit less, but it can't hurt, is going to be wrist straps. Now I have 3 pairs. I don't know where my or I have 3 individual ones. I don't know where my 4th one went, because it used to be like these 2 go together, and then this one I don't know where it's at. I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, lifting straps or not lifting straps. Wrist straps are mostly used for pushing exercises. Basically, if you suffer from like tendinitis or whatever, and your like wrist goes all over the place, and you just need to keep your wrist locked in place, you just grab it, pull it nice and tight. As you can see, I'm not bending my wrist as much just because there's this big ass thing in the way. Now, I think this is one of the only pieces of exercise equipment that I think is kind of a novelty thing. Like, I'll use them like pretty frequently for flat bench, and I was gonna say rarely overhead press, but dude, I haven't used them in overhead press in like a year. I don't know. These are kind of just good for keeping you ever so slightly more tight, but the benefit that you get from them is so minimal. I don't think it's necessarily worth it to invest in a big expensive pair. I would say just hop on fucking Temu, bro, and you got, you know, a decent thing. Anyway, I don't know. Those are the equipments that are currently in my room. I have one other piece of lifting equipment that is not by me. And oh yeah, wait, I was actually gonna mention this with the strap. I forgot about that. So let's say I have my strap, right? And I'm gonna use my key carabiner for this. Take my key off of it. Alright, so we have a carabiner, right? And this is what we can attach to. Let's say you're doing something like tricep extension. Something I really like to do is you can loop it. So here's this, right? You can loop your strap through there and then pull it tight. And then before you know it, as you can see, you have your own like contoured, personalized like thing to your hand. And it's really nice if you're doing like extensions and you want like a really tight squeeze on your tricep, like I want to go deep. You get a really nice squeeze with these using this. Anyway, I love lifting straps. They're probably my favorite piece of equipment besides the belt. Yeah, no, they're awesome. Anyway, other pieces of equipment that I think people should have. This is one I don't normally use, and it's in my car. It's not in my room as we speak, but I have Mark Bell's slingshot. And basically, it just goes over your elbows, like both of your elbows, right this, and it can be any color, and then it's connected by like this flat like fabric or whatever. So anyway, if you go out like this, it kind of forces your elbows to be in like that. And then because of how it's shaped, if you go down like that, the fabric kind of like presses against it, and then you can kind of like have like a little bit of momentum going off of the slingshot. So it can make your bench a bit stronger, but I would say the majority use I have for that is just for shoulder pain, which is what it's advertised for. I typically, when I do incline press, I really struggle to be strong on it and also not impinge my shoulder. So when I'm doing incline press, I'll always throw on a slingshot. I would say some exercises or equipments that probably could see a bit more use are cuffs. which I have, I think. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're somewhere over there. I don't use them. I would say they could actually be of great use to certain people if they need like ultra specific exercises. Like let's say you really really like want like the closest possible thing for like um what's it called? Pec flyers or whatever on a cable. You could attach it to your cup and then start doing it with that. And then I guess you just have a free floating hand, so do whatever you want to do with that. I don't know. I think that's a piece of equipment that could be used a bit more often that I would love to see. Obviously, Mark Bell's slingshot. I don't see anybody really using it on the internet. I see it, but I've never ever seen anybody in the gym using it. I would say another thing that I think is really underrated is your own personal set of resistance bands. I have that at my mom's house, so yeah. But I think those are really awesome for warm-ups. If you guys have never done like I can't remember what it's called, pull aparts, band pull aparts, you can basically grab both ends and you just like that. It's fucking awesome for a warm-up to whatever pressing exercise you're doing. Obviously the gym has resistance bands that you can use, but having your own set kind of goes crazy. I would say that's honestly it. I don't know where I was going with this. I just wanted to talk about lifting equipment. Yeah, anyway, see you.